Hello and welcome to my Let's Play stream of Star Trek Online. I am the Big V82 and this is part 58 of my TOS era tactical officer. We're going to undertake some more patrols in the Delta Quadrant as well as another mission, or the Glitters, where we meet up with the Doctor from Voyager. So I'm just going to do my usual messing about while we contact Vaadwaur for the patrol missions.
Not all the experiences of the USS Voyager crew in the Delta Quadrant were positive. Captain Janeway made some tough decisions to get her crew home. And more than one species felt like they'd had a run-in with a supernova after she'd been through their space. These ill feelings have festered for decades, and they haven't aged well. We need to do what we can to assuage them.
Okay, so about that. So we're going to do Aftermath, which is a NASA doing system patrol. So we don't actually have to go to that system. So as like the last part, which is simply go into the Delta Quadrant missions. And here it is: Aftermath. Rescue the crew of ships damaged in an attack by a hostile Delta Quadrant force. And launch. What happened here, Captain?
Hostiles dropped out of war and attacked without warning. Their ships were fast and powerful, far beyond our capabilities. They disabled us and left shortly thereafter. Curiously, one of them communicated to us. He said scavengers would come to pick apart our ships. As we are defenseless, that was an unsettling statement. Can you help us?
We'll do what we can to help Captain Trafalgar.
This is Cooperative Cube 1138. We are here to help.
Cube. So the ship's core is close to a breach and an explosion is imminent. I'm not sure if we can beam all the crew off in time. Divert power from the shields to transporters. Grab them all if you can. Bloody Voth.
Thank you for coming. Our situation is quite dire. Life support is failing ship-wide, and so is artificial gravity. We're unable to conduct repairs at this time. Can you provide assistance?
Let's get your life support fixed. With that done, your crew should be able to handle everything else.
Thank you. We'll make our way to a base to
More inferior specimens to clean up.
You need to destroy those walled ships. They can be annoying. The ship is inundated with radiogenic particles, possibly from passing too close to a dark matter cluster. It's overcharging the warp current and irradiating the crew. Modify approach to generate dampening field will evacuate while there's a gap in the radiogenic phase variance.
Tracking a large force incoming. Prepare to set station.
Die.
Have our thanks. Were it not for you and your crew, none of us would have survived.
Let us know if you hear rumours of any further advances or attacks. Admiral, the rescue ships from the core operative has taken the injured and rescue crewmen on board. We are clear to leave. Okay. Let's depart. And let's do all the glitters. Okay. Next mission, please. All the glitters.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram? He's quite unique, even for an old EMH Mark I. Now he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that the Doctor requires assistance to deal with a medical situation on an Ocampa freighter in the Shenda system. He's currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I'd send a medical vessel, but we've seen a spike in Vaadwaur attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he'll need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the Doctor?
Yes.
Hello. Would you have time to look into something?
Let's begin. All the glitters. Not that we got a choice. It's the next mission. No, I refuse to do that mission. But you have to. loads. We have arrived in the Shin's assistant captain. The distress signal is coming from a transport dead ahead, but we received a response. We've received no response to our house. I'll keep trying, but perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram known as the Doctor is in the nearby shuttle waiting for our HAL. Take us to the Doctor's shuttle.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
Nice to meet you too, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paranesti measles. I can treat it easily, if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Prepare for transport.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Vaadwaur ships inbound. Wait, what? Hey, that was unfair.
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur. Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
I'm Admiral Sean Trafalgar.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yes, but I've found such talks are best on neutral ground.
That is understandable. Do you have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I know of a place. I'll be back to you in a moment.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello, Neelix. Hello, Neelix. Hello, Neelix. We need a neutral place for a diplomatic negotiation with the Vaadwaur, and I was wondering if we could help. If you could help.
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews, and the Kazon have been leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Thank you. Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our meeting?
There's an asteroid base in the Intaba system that the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Coordinates sent. We'll talk there.
I'm contacting the closest medical ship. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Excellent idea, Doctor. We can set a course for the Intaba system as soon as you're ready, Captain. So we're already in top of system. Gaul's ship is already here and he has transported down to the base.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
You have faith, Doctor. Besides, you're on my ship.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gaul brought 4 aides. You'll have the doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on him. Gaul seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready to beam down?
Yep. I'll take my own hologram. My chief engineer. Tamet, you have the bridge.
It's so good to see... Doctor, it's been 30 years! You haven't aged a day!
Yes. It's good to see you too, Neelix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove conclusively. Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vaadwaur have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later. Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vaadwaur their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gaul is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gaul is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Thank you, Neelix. Let's go speak with Gaul. Gaul.
Ah, at last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed. It's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Cabali, and with you, giving your alliances support for them.
Then let us try to find an accord that benefits us both.
Do you know why we fight the Cabali? Their world was once a Vaadwaur colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Cabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
They won't return the remaining tubes.
The Cabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
There must be a way we can end this peacefully. This war will scar the Quadrant for decades to come.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
No, but destroying the Cabali isn't right either. There are greater threats in the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Cabali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
I'm not here to start a war with the Cabali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vaadwaur. You need to understand.
What do you mean?
The Vaadwaur have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No. It makes me sad. For Jolex. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Unarmed civilians. Not very honourable, is it? Admiral, the entire Vaadwaur fleet is opening fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. We sent out distress signals to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold out against this many ships. What happened? That's horrible. Do you think Gaul had the intention of negotiating in good faith, or is it still an act? We're giving the Talaxians all the time we can to escape. But it's not looking good up here. Some of the Vaadwaur have already broken off to pursue them. Your orders. I need a tactical strike team to my location immediately. Scan for the base. Are there any Talaxians left alive? Scans show two large groups of Talaxians in the storage room in a logistics area. So they have the doors blocked, but there are Vaadwaur trying to get into those locations. Doesn't look good, Captain. I'm afraid you will only have a time to rescue one group. Good luck, sir. Do your best to save the Talaxians, no matter what. Starfleet will not let these innocents die today. Of course, it's Picard Starfleet, and then we'll just bring onto the ship and bugger off. Doctor.
Time only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Make sure you get Neelix.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaadwaur kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Stay close to me, Neelix, and I'll ensure your safety.
counterintuitive we were saved. We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here. What about the people in the storage room?
I don't think so. He kind of was shooting them at point blank range there,
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my help now, Felix. I'm sorry.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
Linux looks like he's glitched. Open the blast doors! Open the blast doors! Close the blast doors! Close the blast doors!
I've sent a signal to the remaining Talaxians to join us here as soon as possible. More Vaadwaur on the way! Defend the shuttle!
Don't worry. I will.
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried. A large number of Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
I thought the ball...
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Very well.
That's timely.
The Vaadwaur has been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue. Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
We appreciate your help, Commander. Trafalgar's ready to transport us. Are you ready? Let's go and kick some ass.
knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vaadwaur means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Toray. I am not.
You're the one who did this, Gaul, not me.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
We did everything we could to make peace with you, Gaul. You're the one who destroyed it.
Voyager is here. We will not allow the market.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our homeworld. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we can be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I'm so sorry, Neelix.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Neelix, I promise you that Gaul will face justice for what he has done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform. From the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then, he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Let's hope it does not come to that, Doctor.
Gaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaadwaur. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
We had to try, Admiral.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again, perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted. Farewell, Doctor. It's been an honour. Talaxian base is safe now, and surviving Talaxians are making their way to New Telex. Shall we depart? Okay, so with that, we are done. Gaul's actions were inconceivable. Admiral, a senseless slaughter, simply to make a point, and he wanted your sympathy. It's clear from your reports that he had no intention of making peace, and that he would have twisted anything that you said to me his own agenda. He's a warmonger, and one that must be stopped. Peace with the Vaadwaur will not be attained through Gaul, but we will be looking for another way. Perhaps there's someone else out there who's more reasonable.
Hello. Would you have time to look in?
Okay, so when we return for part 59, we'll be doing another 2 more patrols, and then we'll be going to and starting the Kabadi front. So thank you very much for watching. I'm the Big BH2. Please comment, subscribe, like, also appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in part 59. Ciao for now.